record, and I'm going to, okay, so we are being recorded now.
Recording. Okay, hi everybody. Thanks for coming to Finding Your Voice. Now I realized after reading some of Chris's comments on the post that she put up there, she put in the Facebook group that, you know, but this doesn't sound like me. And I'm like, well, that kind of defeats purpose. The purpose of the class is we're finding our voice while being promotional and doing all the things so that we can make more money and get more attraction, right? So I don't want you to change who you are. I want you to don't get overwhelmed. You don't have to do all the things that I suggest. It's just put what into place you can while retaining what you would, the kind of stuff you would normally say. So let me see if I can find my, let's get the Zoom thingy out of the way.
Can I mention? Oh, I have to go. You share, okay?
Yes.
Some of the conversations that I've had was and the way I looked at your homework assignment was not necessarily for our posts, but to create imagery. Is not to really make a post out of it, but to start thinking in storytelling more.
Yeah, just thinking of it, just
right.
Trying to.
And going with that premise, that I think that helped us a little bit, saying, okay, let's just start thinking about how we can write, a little bit different.
Yeah, and understand that the copy that you write, it doesn't have to be all Facebook posts. You can put it in other places, Instagram or LinkedIn or on your Facebook page or whatever, on your personal page. If it's a little bit long draft, it doesn't matter. But we're gonna kind of recap some of what we did last week, only I'm going to be a lot more clear and straightforward because I better understand what everybody's needing at this point. So let me once again move people out of the way, I hope. Anyway, and there we go. We'll see all your beautiful faces. So this week we're gonna talk about Facebook posts and our top 7 tips on creating engaging content for your Facebook posts. Yes, Kathy?
Are we going to get copies of these, or do I have to write all this down?
I can sit. I'll put it in the units on the Facebook page, on the Facebook group. Okay.
That would be great. Thank you.
There.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't have to scribble away unless that's how you learn. I know Chris likes to do all the things to make sure it's drilled into her brain.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm the same. Like, can I just, if someone doesn't send me a copy of the slides or whatever, then and I'm on a call like this, I'll do screenshots. I'll just screenshot the slides and like, yep, got that one.
Yes.
Now, how often I go back and actually look at the slides is another story. But anyway, so we have 7 ways to help you get engaging stuff, and well, we'll just go ahead and get started. If I can just go to the next slide. There we go. First things first, we want to ask a question. Now, Chris had mentioned that she was having no response or whatever, and I had suggested she ask a question because people like to help. But maybe you've asked questions and just gotten a little response, but there's a reason. People overthink things. Open-ended questions might do okay on occasion, but people really don't want to take time to write out a long response, usually. If you ask a question, give just a couple of response options. That's why with Chris's post, she asked, if you're seeing this, please drop in an emoji or a GIF or something like that. She said emoji, but people put GIFs and emojis and stickers and all kinds of fun things in there. But because it's easy, they just have to do click, and post, and it's there. It's not real simple. A lot of people scroll Facebook on their phones. Maybe they don't want to type out a paragraph on, or even a full sentence on their phone with one thumb or something. But it's easy to paste up, to either say yes, no, or pick A, B, or C, or D, and stuff like that. Hello, Joan. Thanks for joining us. She said, "You're welcome, honey," even though I can't hear her. I could read her lips. Anyway, so give a question with just a couple responses so that they're more likely to respond. And then if it's a yes, no question and they respond, then you can ask a follow-up question in the comments if you'd like, or be like, can I message you, or can we take this to the messenger, or something like that? Or would you like more information? Click here. Our next tip for our Facebook posts is keep it short. The large majority of people on Facebook on their phones, I already said that, that tiny screen does not have a whole lot of room. So even a small block of text takes up the whole screen and can seem like a lot of stuff to read through. People like things to be quick and easy. They like to be able to skim. So think about posts from about 80 to 160 characters. That should fit on their phone. But if people are following you and love what you share, they're more inclined to read a longer post on occasion, but make those powerful and make sure that they add a lot of value. I was gonna have, if you see a big old block of text and there's no like indents, no paragraphs or anything like that, do you get a little bit overwhelmed and like, do I really want to read this paragraph? Versus a paragraph, even if the paragraphs are only, or a column of text and the paragraphs are only one sentence, it breaks it up for the eye and it's less overwhelming. It's kind of like, I saw this picture where there's a step ladder with lots of rungs on this ladder. And then there next to it, there's a step ladder that goes just as high, but the rungs are further apart. There's about one rung for every 5. Which one's overwhelming?
The one with a lot of
rungs. It's going to be easier to climb the one with the steps closer together than one where you're going to have to do chin-ups each time, right? So little steps, many changes, or many, sorry, that's from somebody else. Lots of little steps. Take it easy. And then another good thing to keep people involved is give a clear call to action. Don't just tell them things. Tell them what to do. People they don't want to think things through. They don't really want to think. But if you tell them to do something, they're more inclined to actually do it, right? They're not mind readers.
Could you just give like an example or two of what you consider a call to action?
Some are leave a comment, tell me your opinion, click this link, look at this Facebook page, or tell someone you love them today. Just tell them to do something. And when they see, especially if you're building a group and a following, once they see that doing what you suggest brings good and value to them, they're more inclined to do other things that you ask them to do. Like, look at this link or read this article and tell me what you think. They may not tell you what you think or what they think, but they're more inclined to actually read the article.
So a good thing, even like is, say you're writing a post, instead of posting the whole article.
Right. You keep it short.
Yeah, click this link and tell me what you think.
Okay,
exactly. That's cool. Okay, cool.
So, Dee Dee, if you post a short video, could you say, watch this video and tell me what you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What is short?
80 to 160 characters.
And what about in a video?
Oh, in a video. I was gonna cover lives a little bit later,
Good.
but you for Facebook algorithm, they like 3 minute and 1 second at least. A little bit longer the live is. You want to keep it between 3 and 10 minutes.
Okay.
Generally, unless it's a big class or something, some big event, then they do that. But I have a hard time retaining people that long. But if you got lots of valuable free information, I'm sure they're all going to be involved in it. Unless they had to pay to get in your group and then they get the information because they paid. But anyway, that's a whole story for another day. Anyway,
Okay,
so
cool.
no, people aren't mind readers. Tell them what you want them to do, or they probably won't do anything but keep scrolling. Don't forget, some people are wallflowers and they don't like posting comments publicly, even though they enjoy following and have opinions. So you might consider asking them to send you a private message if they don't want to comment or like a post.
I like that idea.
So if you have a whole lot of people in your group and you're seeing that people are seeing this post, but nobody's commenting or liking or something, you might posture it that, hey, tell me what you think. If you don't want to comment here, I'm available in the chat. We're going to get through this slide deck really fast, I realized, but it took me a lot longer to put together.
We can have good discussion and practice, I'm sure.
There we go. So our fourth tip is to offer valuable information. People look at things and wonder what's in it for them. And if you don't add value, they're much less likely to listen and interact. So if you can add value to them, do it. Now, can you think of a few different ways that you can add value? And you don't always have to be teaching. What are some ways that you guys can think of adding value to someone? This is a question for you, so I'm free to wait.
Oh, okay.
Listening.
Well, our value is trying to get the product out there, is letting them know about what Modere does for them without saying Modere or product.
Sharing some benefits.
Health benefits.
So you might share what you're selling. Can you add value any other way?
Share a story.
Share a story. Why would sharing a story be adding value?
Because then they know that you either have been through it or have used it, have experienced it, have improved with it or something. Makes it more personal.
It's a positive story.
Mm-hmm.
In some
But
cases.
they say facts tell, stories sell. But I think that's part of the thing that we're doing here is to learn how to write the story.
Now, of course we want some of the facts in there, but the story is. Sorry, I can hear my husband, and he's not happy with what someone has done. Anyway.
Good thing he can't hear. Good thing he can't hear, right?
Yeah. Oh, my 11-year-old tried making banana bread, and now I smell the burn.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, shucks. Anyway, so adding a story it adds entertainment value as well, right?
Entertainment, did you say?
Yeah, entertainment value.
Okay.
Elizabeth was going to say something, wasn't she?
Actually, no, I wasn't.
Oh, I thought you were.
I was
Okay.
like, I didn't know that she was, but okay. So we can also entertain people. If you're entertaining, people are going to come back. If people feel love from you, if they feel a connection from you, that's what the stories can do. They can help build that connection, be like, yes, I'm a real human being with things in my life and challenges, and this is kind of what I did to deal with this challenge today. Yeah, people people buy things from people they know, like, and trust. So communicating with them through stories and uplifting things and interesting things helps them know, like, and trust you better. You can give someone a link. So if you had the video, if you didn't do the Facebook Live, you did the video on YouTube or something, you can put the link and say, hey, watch my video. Or if you're interested in looking at more things, click this link and you can look at my webpage, or click this link to join my group. Different ways, or click this link and read this article, like we had said before. So that way you can offer valuable information, keep it short, and give a clear call to action. So if they take that action, they're getting more information. They're willing to take more information from you. That's why a blog might be great if you're wanting to do a lot of longer posts or something.
Where do you put? Where do you recommend putting blogs?
I use Blogger, but that was like a long time ago. You can get a free Wix site. It'll say Wix, but you can do a blog on Wix.
Right, but how do you get people to go to your blog? Do you just write it and then direct them to it?
You write it, you do some SEO on it, and then share the link until you get a following. More people come looking at it saying, hey, this information is relevant. Then you get higher up on the Google, on the search engines.
I could think I could do that through Aweber also, blog, just a blog.
You probably can. I have no idea what Aweber is, but I believe you. You're probably right. Does that work? It sounds familiar. It's just not making any.
It's like it's like MailChimp or Constant Contact, but it has other things.
Okay.
I could write an article and send it out.
I'll let you go ahead and look and see if it's an option there. You can you could do a click this link to sign up for my email course or something like that if you want to do an email course. Okay. Oh, well, sorry. Any questions on that? I think that's pretty straightforward, right? Okay, so now we're going to go to be positive. And I want to tell you about my cousin. Okay. My cousin Lindsay is also a writer, but she writes copy for, writes ad copy for an auto dealership. Okay. Not exactly exciting stuff, but you've got to be friends with her on Facebook because, hold on, let me get there. I didn't have this pulled up beforehand. I spelled her name wrong. Can you believe that? I'm a terrible cousin. This is my cousin. So, there's lots of, she gives little snippets of her life that are, but she puts in the funniest way. And I want to tell you, I need to find the comment. There, here, this. So here's a comment where it's just an interaction between her daughter, Phoebe, and herself. Psst, Mom, what, Phoebe? Psst, Mom, what, Phoebe? Mom, it's Christmas. It's Christmas? Are you talking about the snow? Yes, come see. Now, mind you, Phoebe's like 2. She's 2 right now. Psst, Phoebe, yes, Mama? Go to bed. Yes, Mama. So long thing, instead of just saying, hey, my toddler decided to wake me up telling me it's Christmas, and I just told her to go to bed. But she spells out the whole interaction, but she ends up getting comments like this. You would bank being a mommy blogger because I look forward to each of your posts, and this is so relatable and cute. Now, we like relatable and cute things. Relatable and funny. So if you are if the majority of your audience is dealing with the effects of old age and creaks and groans or whatever, And then you might mention some of those creaks and groans and moans or whatever that happen, or some ridiculous little back and forth that happen between you and your spouse, as long as your spouse is game.
I
But-
got one.
Okay.
I could do one. Gee, after a night of dancing, we came home. Getting out of the car, was a joy. And oh no, at first I said ah, then he said ah, and then I said ooh, and then he said ooh, and we said ah.
I would
Ah,
probably start with the me, him, oh,
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and do the back and forth, and like, this is one night, just this is what we encounter.
This is how we used to
climbing out.
sound.
This is the after effects of going dancing.
Right. This was not a good night. This was not a night of sex. It was a night of dancing.
Right.
Right.
Don't worry, it's nothing dirty. We were just getting out of the car.
Right.
So
Yes.
instead of, we now we get out of a van. It's easier to get out of the van than the car. But no, it's like, we don't, as a result of whatever, we don't have make
Yeah.
those sounds anymore. It's a lot quieter in the house. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. So
I had a visual.
see
for it.
how do you see how you can still have your voice and be you? This, we want you to be you and be genuine.
I think that's really
a little bit
the
more.
thing is afraid to be you, afraid to be me.
Be genuine.
Yeah, like I enjoy doing a Facebook Live because I'm me. I make mistakes. You know
Right.
what I mean? Writing, I think I tend to want to write, oh,
Perfect.
this has got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Right, Joan?
Yeah.
You
Perfect.
know, but if I do a Facebook Live, it's already too late. I've said 1,000 times.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I forgot where I was, and
And that is probably a large reason why Facebook Lives do attract attention, is because, oh, someone's putting themselves out there. And we see it, and then they don't have time to edit the video really. If you're watching live and in person, you can edit it afterwards, but that's irrelevant. So yeah, here's another one. She got political, but not really. Our ballots are in. You can stop the ads now. Signed, you didn't change any opinions around here anyway.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Now, but she's not selling anything.
right.
No.
No,
She's
but
just being personal. This is her personal
But you're
page.
just being human at that point.
Yeah,
but
and
uh-huh.
she's got lots of wonderful things like this. Even though
Go back to the crash, the fatal crash. I
We
have to
don't
see-
want to be selling on every post. That's the
Oh,
whole thing.
that's just news.
Such a devastating reminder of what we
She
must
lives
live
in
through.
Montana. They had
Weather.
snow, and yeah,
Oh, and there was a crash somewhere?
there really was. That was her sharing a news post, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'll get off her page. But
It was just very colorful and I had to see what it was.
right, because it's
Yeah.
Imagery.
there was an image. There is an image. Now, we talked about this last week. Images are the most shared. So if you want other people, especially people outside your regular network, to see what you post, then you need to create or post an image that's either inspiring or funny. Now,
Well, funny. Yeah.
yeah. So we like beautiful landscapes and whatnot, but maybe that's not going to get shared as much as, I don't know.
Wait, you said create a post that is what and funny?
Post an image, create or post an image that is either inspiring.
Oh, inspiring.
funny.
I'm not reading this. You're going so
Yeah.
fast.
So uplift the people that are in. People like to feel good, right? We want to lift everybody up around us. Then they'll want to be around us. They'll do more. So yeah. Any ideas? Does anybody have a favorite image or post that I see a lot of beautiful images with an inspiring quote or stuff like that, and those get shared. Those really
I
get
do a
shared.
lot of dog posts. The fun dog posts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Babies
Yeah.
and babies and animals get shared a lot.
Yep. Babies and animals. Or people doing stupid stuff, like
Yeah.
People doing what?
people falling on their butt, or
Oh,
America's Funniest Home
I don't
Videos.
like those. That's not funny to me. Don't put that on
Well,
mine.
that's what my husband watches. I'm like, I don't need to see that when
No, I don't need to
someone
see
gets
that.
when someone actually gets hurt. Yeah, no.
That's
Right.
right.
I don't know how they can go through that and think it's funny myself.
No,
Yeah.
But they win money for it.
Yeah.
I want to know how it's set up, because why is the camera always there when these crazy things happen?
Sometimes it's on, well, there's a lot of fake YouTubers
Sure.
out there that will do stuff
Sure.
like that now, but it didn't used to be so much with the
Yeah.
America's Funniest Home Videos era. It's still going on though, isn't it? AFV? Yeah, anyway. Sharing time. Okay, you had homework. And Joan and Chris shared on the Facebook group, but I didn't see everybody's. Who's ready to share first? We'll let Kathy finish chewing her dinner. Elizabeth, did you create an imagery post?
No, I did not. What I did this week was I worked on a video and I worked on some templates. And in doing that, in that process, I forgot about doing an imagery post. So I'm sorry about that.
No, that's fine. I'm not gonna smack your hands with a ruler.
Can you go into the Facebook group that we have to look at the two posts that I did and Joan did?
Probably can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got the black background, huh?
I
Yeah.
don't know why it's all dark. Why I put it in night mode or something for some reason. Is this this isn't my incognito window, so don't ask me why. I don't know why. That's just what it is today.
You'd have to scroll down even more.
So Kathy obviously didn't do her homework either. So maybe that's why nobody posted.
No, the only two that did homework is myself is
You just passed it. Go up some, honey.
I see Chris.
Let's see.
we're both there together in the same one. So if you go into that one and open it up, or maybe the next one.
It was, where did it go?
I think it's up higher, honey, because,
No, it's down below.
but I saw my name.
17
Okay, there
comments.
you
Here we
go.
go.
Here
There's
is,
15
right.
more comments.
Okay.
So Chris did this one. While walking on the warm white sandy beach, though I would have put commas in there because I do that. While walking on the warm white sandy beach, I hear the birds calling each other and the waves breaking under the blue skies. I'm reminded of how special life is and how I cherish every day. I'm grateful that I still have my mind, mobility, and my health. What are you grateful for today? It's a lovely sentiment. It just got a little bit long, and this is a very long sentence. To be 3 lines, but
It should only be 3 lines.
well, no, this one sentence is 3 lines long. That's way too long. So that's why I had that's where Chris says, but this is not how I talk. How do you talk?
I would not have said while walking on the sandy. I would have said, I took a walk on the beach today, and I would not gone into all the adjectives.
Okay.
Exactly.
I would have just.
The
That's what
exercise
the
was
course
the
seems
imagery.
to-
So you did a good job there. I understand.
Trying to create an image, okay, or a vision of something. Because when I was talking to Joan the other day, I said, make believe I can't see, so say something that would make me feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not how I would. I would just be saying that. I was walking on the beach the other day. I was reminded how grateful I am that I can move better today than I did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would have just, the fact that I could walk the beach,
So if you want to make them feel anything from that post, you could be like, it feels so good, or I can't imagine what it would be like if I couldn't walk along the beach like this.
Yeah.
That immediately takes people to thinking about it. Like,
Well, see, because I do
if they're already in that situation, they're like, oh,
but I do remember the day when I couldn't walk, I couldn't walk, 500 feet without pain. So that's the part of getting real, getting authentic that
mhm.
I struggle with in making a post, because
So you might just turn it, I took a walk on the beach the other day and it reminded me of how grateful I am, how far I've come since those days I couldn't walk 500 feet without pain.
Or even
but-
to say, I took walking on the beach the other day, reminded, or I thought of the times when I couldn't do this,
Yeah.
not how grateful I am, blah, blah. So
well, I
yeah,
am
I'm
grateful.
remembering that, of course you are, hon. I know, but this imagery is just killing me. It's
So
Well, that's it.
don't worry about it. It was just an exercise. You don't have to, this doesn't have to be a thing. It might be something that you play with from time to time to try and pull people in a little bit longer. And that might be your occasional longer post or something.
yeah.
What do you think about, when
Or
they
you
talk?
might say, go on a trip with me, and then put in all your adjectives and your long imagery and whatever. And then
Well, what
come
do you
out on
think
the other
about
side.
when you write a post? You start off with a high point, and then you go to a low point and a turning point, and then a high point.
That's gonna be a long post, but you can do it.
Because what you want to be able to do is, or you start out with or you could start out with the why, then the how, and then the why. Those are different ways that have been presented to me
Mm-hmm.
within the social media contents of grabbing somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to keep that in a short post before someone has to click more before they can see the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's why we like the 80 to 160 characters. But if that's how I'm not here to tell you that you can't write what you want to write. It's just
Yeah, well,
these are
it just
ideas.
makes me
Take what
confused a
works
little
for you.
bit. No, it just makes me a little bit confused, because some of the people that I've been taking other classes with talk about that. You know what I mean? Where they say to put an emoji in between it or something to break up the sentence. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's something that works too.
you can emojis help connect or help people kind of know how you feel about something. And then, but yeah, they break up the text.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't have a problem with, starting with high, going to, this feels so good. I felt so bad. I'm so glad I found an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just taking people on a journey with you. And then here's Jones. She was working on
Is that how long it was?
yeah. See, it gets pretty long, and this isn't on a phone, this is on a laptop. So I've wanted a red SUV for the past 2 years. It had to be red, no question about it. Then I started having back issues, which cost a bit of money. As luck would have it, I was introduced to something that took care of my back issues and actually helped put money in my bank account.
Yes,
In my bank accountant. My
oh, did I? Okay.
in my bank accountant.
Yes.
To him anyway. my story has a happy ending. I was able to buy my red SUV last week and I have no more back pain. Is there something you've been putting off buying due to lack of money? And then having, see, this would be good with an image. The image will help stop them in their scroll, be like, oh, look, there's someone with their car or whatever. And then
Yeah.
and then going in there, and they're more inclined to look at the text as they follow it down. But
I like that. I think that's good.
you might include in the image, it was a journey, like some text along the bottom, like I finally got it, or waiting 2 years for this, right?
Yeah.
Or it took 2 years, but I'm here. And then people are like, what do you mean you're here? What took 2 years? And then they'll go ahead and read the post, right?
Yeah.
And that's all we've got there. But yeah, that's what we've got going here.
Well, with between Kathy and Elizabeth, is there something? Go ahead, Kathy.
Yep, I'll let you unmute. There you go.
There you go. I found it. I did post a picture this week and sold 4 books,
Oh, really?
Nice.
Great.
but I didn't
great.
write anything on the picture. I wrote it above the picture. So
That works. Did you write a lot? But
I
the
don't
image,
remember.
the
can go
image
find it.
helps stop the scroll. I want to see. Can you share your screen and show
Well,
me?
first I have to go find it. So hold on.
Okay, you go find it.
Then I'll come back.
Okay, now Elizabeth, you said you were doing templates and stuff. Is that just for your course?
Yes, I
Okay.
was.
Okay, I was like, templates, what kind of templates? Anyway, all right. Well, we have to remember that as you are absolutely working on your business by getting those things pulled together and put together. But as business people, we really can't afford to let up on the sales, on promoting our business and whatever. We might have high points where we have lots of traffic, and then low points where we don't have so much, but we need to be consistent all the way through. And the habit that we have to form. That's all there is to it. Now, Kathy, what kind? Oh yeah, you said you had poodles.
Yeah, those aren't mine,
What colors
Barton.
are they?
3 standard poodles.
What colors are they?
Different colors. One's black and tan, one's gray and tan, and one's tan.
Okay. All right. So here have you found it?
No, I'm still looking.
Okay. Was it on your personal page?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna stop share for a second.
I'm looking.
Look at your beautiful face. Oh, can I show you guys? Can I show you guys something that I did this week outside of this?
Yeah.
Even though it has nothing to do with it, I'm proud of it. I have my website's finally up. It's only
Yay.
Great. Great.
like a year long, and I have very little copy for a copywriter to put in here, but there's something there for people to find me. It's there.
Oh.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We can do for you. I like that. Yes.
Yeah, that's usually why someone goes to a web page, right?
Yep.
Say, okay, what do they do, and why do I want to use them? But anyway, so that's it. That's me.
Very
showing off
good.
this week.
Congratulations.
I can show you the picture I use. I just can't find the post.
Okay, show me the picture.
Well, I'll have to show you. Hold it up and show you. 'cause it's on my
Okay,
phone.
that'll work.
It is. Somebody's texting, of course. I'll stop it. I have had a horrible day with computers today, so there you go.
I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, it's me with my books. So
That's a
Nice
lot of books.
picture of you too. I like your hair. You're
Nice.
puffed
Yes,
up. You're puffed
beautiful.
up.
there you go. And then when I posted it, I said something about it, and then people, they commented.
Mm-hmm.
So when I clicked on the comments, it let me send them a message. So the people I knew that, don't live here or anything. I said, if you'd like an autographed copy of the book, it's $20 plus $5 shipping. And 4 people
Is this
bought.
the October 20th
Wow.
one? No,
No.
that's different. That's a different image.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
Because
It was,
I
I'm pretty sure
found-
that's the image I used, but,
I found this one.
well, it might have been that one. Yeah, that might have been it.
When
Yeah.
the storm rains, so you sold
That
5
was
books
probably-
off this?
Yeah, but I actually texted them and asked them if they wanted to buy a book, and 4 people did, so that was kind of nice.
Follow
That
up
was
is
lovely.
important.
Nice, very nice.
Very
Way to
cool.
go. And yeah, follow up. How many books have you sold so far?
I don't know. I asked Kim today, and she hadn't finished the spreadsheet yet.
Oh,
Well, that's pretty good. If
But
it
I
is
would say probably close to 50.
very good.
Okay.
So you're selling from your house then and mailing them out?
Yes, I bought 100 of them, and the deal is if they want, there's 2 different deals. One, they can sign up for a free Zoom call and then a 30-minute phone call with me and the book autographed and shipped to them personally, and that's $50. But a lot of my friends and people that I've known for years, I'm just saying, if you'd like a book autographed and shipped to you, I do it for $25.
yeah. So you're not spending your time. You're
No,
saving yourself an hour and
well, the book on Amazon is $19.97 for the hard copy.
Mhm.
So really, they're not paying any more. They're getting it autographed, but I didn't pay that much for the book.
Right, yeah.
So I make a little bit of money on it, and the shipping's only $3.33.
That's good.
Yeah.
So $25. I probably make $15 or $16. So not bad.
Okay. Is this the first or second or third book?
This is the first,
This is
Jeffrey.
the first. And then have you sold any of the bud?
No, it's not done yet. It's
Oh, okay.
it's being edited. In fact, my editor is here this week, so visiting.
Oh, good. Cool.
Yeah, and then we're working on my book too. It's in editing too. They're just in this one. The white Bud's
Bud
book
is
in
priority. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in final editing, and mine just started. So
So do you have a link to click on to order the book from that message?
you want the $50 one or the? No, not there. I don't.
Okay.
Look, I voted
Yeah.
4
Good job.
times.
I kept telling myself, my husband and I are like, we need to go vote early. And then I was
Oh
like,
wait, that was
we
my
get-
dog went by. There's Maverick. He was tired and wanted to go to bed. Look how tired he looked. Can we just go to bed now?
Are we
And
done
I
yet?
have one that does that too. Yeah, if you sent a link, it'd be easier to buy it. Put a link there.
Yeah, I could, but I don't really want to put it on Facebook that I'm selling it for. I'm trying to sell the package because then I don't have to pay taxes on it. If I just sell the book, I have to pay
That's
taxes.
good. But if you're selling the service, you're selling services and you don't
That's
have
right.
to-
You don't have to pay taxes.
Gotcha.
So we keep track of it both ways. So
Hmm.
I've had some people buy the package.
And so what is the service that you provide? Is
None
it
yet.
just-
I just will talk to them
Is
after
just,
they read the book, if they want to talk or have any questions, or I haven't started a program yet, but eventually I will have some kind
I
of
got a question for you. You're gonna smack me. Are you gonna call them or they're gonna call you?
you know me, I don't call people.
I know. That's I had to ask that question.
I actually found out both my sons were killed on the phone. So I actually had to,
Oh,
like it.
yeah, so I don't like phones. So that's a
Yeah.
good step for me to,
Right. I have a girlfriend, and I think I tagged you in her post. Her daughter just died 2 weeks ago.
oh, wow.
So and she's very spiritual too, but I want you two to connect.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to talk to people and share my story. And
So
As
you
long as you
know,
don't have to call them.
yeah, as long as I don't have to call them. Ask Chris,
I think
because
I
I'm
would
not a
get
good
rid of-
caller.
Phone
it's
ringing.
okay. I don't like calling either, but you get over it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
if
I
the
don't.
phone rings, I don't answer it. We have like four different phones in our house. My spouse will jump over me, the dogs, to get there and sit there and ring all day long. I'm not answering it. She makes most of all my appointments and calls and everything. And
Yeah.
So you have a secretary spouse.
absolutely. It's the only reason I'm still here.
I'm glad
As
you
well,
got her.
there's probably other reasons too.
Okay. Shall we get to our assignments?
Okay.
I have to
I'm
figure
So,
out
well,
what we're doing.
does anybody else I don't know if does anybody else
And do you
want
have
to?
something to show off?
Well, I just wanted to show you, I really did do something. I just didn't make like a meme out of it. I put it as
Yeah.
a picture in a thing.
No, it counts.
What does it say? I can't read that.
This is when the storm comes and lightning strikes. Katie will inspire you to, excuse me, I'm spittling, to reimagine the why in your life. Through her trilogy, KD reveals her journey of unimaginable loss to triumph. She is a gold star mother, sharing her story to help others find their new purpose and passion. The journey begins with book one, Jeffrey, a mother encounters the injustice of murder. To purchase an autographed copy of Jeffrey and special offers, text Katie Wagner to 64600.
I like that.
When the storm comes and lightning strikes. I like
Isn't
that.
that cool?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
powerful. I like it. Good
I
job.
thought of it myself. Thank you.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, my editor had written on the back about lightning striking, and so I came up with that. I put it together. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
And then my new thing is, I think going to be my saying is reimagine your why.
That's a good one.
Reimagine the why in your life, because I was saying, to find a new purpose and a new passion, but everyone says that. So reimagine your why. Sounds kind of cool, I think.
well, I had to do that for my business. I went from I started my business. My why was because I need more time and money for my kids. I need more stuff for my kids. They need more opportunities. And my husband wasn't pulling it in, even working all the time. So I was like, I'm going to do this to support my husband and my kids and all that. And I really wasn't making all that much money with it until I started copywriting, and I had this aha moment. I'm like, I helped my husband with writing through school. There are so many people that I could help with writing, and now I want to help them, help the deaf and do better with business. And I was learning all these business things. I'm like, I want to help people. And so my new why was like, okay, I'm not just helping my family, I'm helping a whole world of deaf people. Well, at least country of deaf people, because I only know American Sign Language, but same difference.
Well, I also speak my story, but I think with reimagine your why, I could even sell that to corporate, because I can word my story around it to make it. It's not just about death. It's any losses. You have to go through the same process. So
Yeah, challenges, and especially with businesses, everyone's got their ups and downs, and they have to realize like you got to keep going.
yeah,
There are so many people like the 5 years. A business doesn't survive 5 years, right?
Right.
The majority of new businesses do not last 5 years.
Well, look how
But
many
if
people
they
that just got laid off. They all have to
Right.
reimagine their why.
Exactly. And so
And that's where I come in.
You can all sell Madeira.
The passion
tend
test.
to
The passion
reimagine
test
their
to
why,
get clear on what you want to do, right, Elizabeth?
yes, and you
Yeah.
facilitated mine. I appreciate it, Chris.
Uh-huh.
You really did.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it-
And one of the things that I have found is that you can be doing what you really love to do, and you can be having a lot of fun doing it, and you can not be making any money. I have worked with people that, they really put their heart and soul into what they wanted to do. And not only did they not make money, but they went bankrupt doing it. And then that's really like a very dark cloud over someone, and it really saps them, their energy, and keeps them from really moving forward. So sometimes, if you're doing the right things and things aren't working out, then there really is something in your subconscious that is blocking you. I have a friend who is a physical therapist, and she really did all the right things. I wanted to take her through the passion test, and she really got very upset with me because she had been doing what she loved to do, and she said she had this invention that she really believed in, and she had gotten the best advice about getting it manufactured and marketed, and it just didn't work. and she, you know, it was really, really hard. Then there was something else that she tried that she really also loved to do, and that didn't work. And at that point, she went bankrupt. So she was like, yeah, I don't want to hear about the passion test. You know, it didn't work for
And the
me.
passion test.
Yeah,
So,
that's what it is. It's a passion test, and that's where you get clear. And see, that's another thing, Elizabeth, to go along with the homework here too, in a sense. Now, Kathy had the same reaction I did when I first heard the passion test. And I didn't think of it as something that's going to help me get clear on what matters most in my life.
mhm.
I thought it was going to be, woohoo, I'm going to have fun, you know, you know. So,
I don't have fun, so I didn't think about that.
what did you think of? What did it make you feel? What was it when you said passion test? Ooh, passion test. What did you think of?
Uh, I just thought of the passion I don't have anymore, other than for my books and to speak.
There you go.
There you
Okay,
go.
cool. So again, like just like even like with Elizabeth is saying too about having those money blocks, but how do you get that passion back in your life? And that's one of the tools that's some of the tools that we use. So we should really
Yeah.
collaborate to see how we can get this, however millions of people that are out of work, to get focused on what matters most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
it
them down
is.
the path of
Yeah.
positivity. That's just somewhere. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really is important to have passion for what you do, because if you work and
It's
you for
miserable.
something that actually one of my daughters is going through that now. The job that she was so excited about is now a job that she absolutely hates. And I'm like, oh, well,
Is it serving you
it's fine.
anymore? Is it time to move on? Now, it was hard for Joan. I know that we were doing the passion test together, and it was hard for her to be like, I just want a couple of simple things, and there wasn't a whole lot involved. Hello, Maverick.
Hmm.
And then through the passion test, Joan decided she wanted to do it as a business and not just be a customer.
Hi, everybody.
So
Yeah,
that's
and
The money for her SUV.
and go ahead.
this post has turned into a business post. It's
Uh-huh.
interesting.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys ready for some homework?
Sure.
Let's get some assignments.
Okay.
So I want you to look back. Now, believe it or not everybody looks at all your posts. They're not going to remember what you posted last week, let alone last year or however long ago you want to go. But I want you to look through your feed. I want you to find a longer post that you have, and I want you to repurpose it. I want you to see if you can adapt any of these 7 things about it. Any of these 7 things. Ask a question, keep it short, give a clear call to action, offer valuable info,
Okay, I
give them
have
a
to.
link to positive or share an image.
You're gonna put this in the files,
Yes,
right?
I'm putting it in units.
How can I get this? Is this saved somewhere? Is it anywhere available to us?
I'm going to put it in the Facebook group. Does that make you happy?
Oh,
Okay.
that would make me way happy because I'm
Okay.
writing like a crazy lady.
Yes. Well,
She
for
said
those
that
who are
before you
not
got
tardy, we covered this at the beginning.
right.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Anyway, we have, so if you can update it with any of these things to make it a little bit more catchy, then will be great.
And the other thing is they could do the recording. We could put the recording in the Facebook group too. So somebody can listen to the recording and go to the slides.
Yes,
Cool.
we could do that.
What recording? What recording?
We're recording this so that everybody can
So
see
no
your
cursing.
face, Joan.
So I have a question about recordings. When you record something on Zoom,
Mhm.
is it better to post it on YouTube and then put a link on Facebook, or just post the video on Facebook?
Facebook.
Oh, well, if you want people to find you from different sources, I would put it on YouTube and then on Facebook. So because a lot of people search for things on YouTube. They're like, I need to make more money. I'm going to YouTube it. it's a verb now, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a
Do you
verb.
have to have a certain amount of certain amount of something before it becomes public?
On
I don't
YouTube?
know. Yeah.
No, it's public or non or
So
private post.
all the videos that I have thus far between Let's Talk Health and this and whatever, I can put that all onto YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then that was a great question.
Yeah.
Thanks
So
for the
that-
work.
That's something we're talking about repurposing a little bit more next week. Okay. But then, so once you repurpose that, well, these are in no particular order. We'll just put it that way. So then I want you to take a moment. I want you to read. This is work. I'm sorry. I hate research, but I'm making you do it.
I love research.
Research for at least one new tidbit that you can use to add value to your audience. It's one new to you fact.
Repeat that again. Start from the beginning, honey.
Research for
Yeah.
at least one new tidbit that you can use to add value to your audience. One new to you fact about your area of expertise. Okay, one new thing, one fun little tidbit. I don't know, look for a book on random facts and figures. Something that's relevant to you and what you do, okay? I need you to do that, and I want you to bring it next week, okay? And then this last thing, we can all do it while we're on the call if we need, but I want you to make sure that you've joined the Facebook group and shared a post with your link in the group. We talked about links today. Give them a link to click. I want you to give me a link to click, okay, in the Facebook group.
So a link to an article or a link to my page or a link to
A link that
video
sells you
or
or
link-
whatever you sell.
uh-huh.
It's
A link.
another place you want people to look to you. If it's a link to your calendar, hey, book a call with me. Fine, you can do that. If it's hey, come join my group. You can do a link to a group, Facebook group, or a business page, or an ad from your business. Okay. Some link that you might have someone click. Sound good?
Cool. Can I ask a question or make a suggestion or whatever?
No, you can't ask a question. You just ask one. Go ahead.
Can I ask two? Can you
Where's your other?
Can you take this one slide and the 7-point slides, even though we're going to have the slides in there?
Yes, I'll post this assignment. Your assignment is now posted in the Facebook group. Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on, I have to get your faces out of the way.
Yeah, because the memory is not that good.
Please.
Isn't that what you're selling?
I thought your stuff worked.
It does. Believe me, it does. I know your name. I know where I slept last night.
Could you find your keys today?
A good thing I tied them to my pocketbook.
You taught them.
As long as you didn't lose your wallet, we're good.
I know. Oh, and that's also clipped to my pocketbook. I call it the Black Abyss.
That's so
I'm
funny.
ready for Let's Make a Deal. What do you need?
I clip my keys to my purse as well, or at least I used to. Now I don't.
I
carry
have toilet
I don't
paper.
carry
I have
it
a license plate in there now. I can steal a car in a heartbeat.
Since COVID started, I haven't had to go to church with all the things to entertain the little one.
Uh-huh.
Now I just carry a wallet, and it's
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I give the card to Larry and say I'm leaving my pocketbook in the car.
yeah, yep. So
Okay,
Do you
cool.
have any questions for me? Do you have any insecurities or challenges that are posed in front of you that will keep you from doing at least number 3? Is there any reason any one of you cannot do number 3?
What
And
is number
you're-
3?
Join the Facebook.
Make
link?
sure you've joined the Facebook group and shared a post with your link in the group. Joan, congratulations. You already completed that.
I
But you
did.
haven't, well, you've joined the Facebook group. You're half done. You need to share a link.
And I shared a link, didn't I?
Yeah,
You shared a post. You didn't share a link.
share a post, not a link.
I'm not big on linking, but I'll find out.
Well, that's your assignment.
Stop being defiant.
No, I'm being
Do
a
your
little
homework.
ignorant.
Percent is
I'm
failing
sweating,
grade.
girls. Come on.
Do your homework. Hey,
Are
you
you
want
bragging,
$25
Joan?
when
Is it
this
hot
is
where you
done?
are?
Do your homework.
I,
Are you okay?
gee, if she wasn't drinking, I would think she was drinking.
I think this is a good one. I like this one. I got lots of work to do.
All right. I don't mean to overwhelm anybody. If you can only do one thing, do number 3, okay?
One
But
thing
if
I
you want to
can do is
something
call
for your
you.
business, do number
Right.
1.
Okay. So and as we go along with this, we can always go back into we can post things in this group here so that you can answer us and stuff like that. So
Yes.
so what you're saying is go back to our posts in which we can scroll down and look at our posts, right?
They
Our
don't have
past-
to be the posts from here. Go on posts that you've posted already in your
Right,
personal feed or your
right.
business feed. And
especially one that
pick
didn't
one
get
that
in.
was wrong or didn't get interaction.
Right,
See if
right.
you can fix it. Just see if you can fix it. That's what we're here for, right? Is to
Sounds
improve-
good.
Get a longer one and make it shorter and
That's what
reduce
you're,
it.
that's what you're supposed to be
Maybe add
doing,
an image.
refurbishing.
I like that. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe I like it. Okay.
You got it?
So you're going to go back to one of your posts that you wrote that you didn't get too many people interacting.
Yeah.
You're
And
going
massage it. Right.
to
you go.
refurbish it,
Need
but
it.
then you want to be able to receive. So you're going to, on that same post, are you going to put a tidbit?
No, we're not putting the tidbits anywhere, but holding on to them until next week. We're gonna use it next
Oh,
week.
so that's a separate thing that's not on the post.
Research the tidbit for something we're doing next week.
Okay, research for at least one new tidbit that you can add value to your audience.
Yeah.
Okay, a fact. Okay, cool. To show your
Thank you,
expertise.
fact.
Okay, cool.
Are we all
Oh,
peachy
goodness.
keen?
Good?
Do
Yeah.
we need to have a dance party just to go out with some energy?
You want music?
That, I love that suggestion. Really
Okay,
good.
I'll remember to have some music next time. I don't have any music on my.
I have
computer.
music. I'm a
Do you want
DJ.
Some dance
Thank you,
music.
Dee Dee.
I'm a DJ.
All right, disc jockey.
We'll find some music.
We just want some energy.
All right.
I'm afraid that you guys are already asleep. It's not bedtime yet.
I'll make sure I
Maybe
load.
it is for you on the East Coast. I don't know how early you go to bed.
Well, I'm exhausted. I had a tough day.
I'm tired when I get up. Less all day.
Well, you don't want
Hey.
to say that. You don't want to say that too loud because we do have stuff for energy.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about it. Don't worry, you're wearing me down.
Uh-huh.
The biggest prohibitive factor is the pocketbook. So, hey,
Uh-huh.
give me some.
Huh?
Sure you are. My 13-year-old is eating the last of the banana bread.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Even
the
though
other
it was
one.
burnt. Yeah.
That's why I said, hey, leave me some. I am. Sure. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of guts. Are you leaving me any? Yeah. The next one comes along.
Dee Dee, thank you for a great class.
Hold
It-
on 1 minute.
I hope it was helpful. And now
Don't, wait a minute, guys. Can you hear it?
I don't know how to dance to this.
Come on, Kathy.
Even if it's a finger dip. Okay, I've had enough. I'm party people.
All right.
Still silly, but thank
It
you.
was
for
a quick
dancing with
storm
me.
to find. Okay. That was,
Yeah, we're gonna be better prepared next week. We'll have a little bit of fun. But thank you for coming, ladies, and I appreciate you for putting the efforts forth and trusting me with.
very good. She has a
topics for this
question,
to
but
post.
she's on mute.
You
Kathy?
can type it in the chat if you're scared to talk.
I was saying goodbye,
Oh,
goodbye, goodbye,
bye.
goodbye, goodbye.
How do you say goodbye and sign?
Bye.
Dee Dee, thank you. It was a great class.
Thank you. It was very good. I
All right.
enjoyed it. Okay, we're gonna
All right.
stop.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna
Bye.
stop the recording. Cool.